Hello everybody, welcome back to the best podcast out there with me, Ben Harris. This week we're going to be talking about the radio, more specifically its fall from grace and eventually its death. We've got two very entertaining guests with us today. Would you two like to introduce yourselves and tell us how you're doing? Stan?
My name is Stan Simmons, and I'm a 17-year-old boy who lives in Mortimer and has been forced to be friends with Ben Harris.
Well, thank you for that. And Miller?
Hi, I'm Will Miller. I live in Aldermaston, best village in the world!
Don't know what you just said, but we'll move on. Okay. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, my first question for you two. What is your honest opinion about the radio? When and where do you listen to it, if ever? Miller, let's start with you.
Yeah, I listen to the radio in the car every day when I'm driving to work.
Oh, what's the job?
I am the film director.
Okay, what radio station do you listen to?
BBC Radio 4.
Alright, nice, classical. Stan? Oh no, that's 3. Stan?
I am a plumbing apprentice, and I listen to BBC. I listen to Heart actually,
Yeah?
because they do this challenge where you can win 10 grand. And my boss is very devoted to winning this £10,000, so he texts in every time to
Alright.
win the money. So he loves a bit of Heart, and anyway, he said if we won, then he'd buy us a McDonald's.
Nice. Okay, number 2. Do you think that the radio will continue to be a successful form of media in the near future?
Who's start this?
Yeah, because people listen to radio whilst they're going to work in the car. You could argue Spotify's taken over, but I think that interaction is good for the radio.
Yeah, can't forget about Apple Music, all the streaming services.
Am I allowed to say the F word?
You can say the F word.
Radio man. Radio Why would we want to listen
Stop swearing.
the radio? Like, no one listens to it. No one. When I'm in the car, what do? You connect your phone straight to the car. Yeah, the aux, yeah, and then just blast. What's it, Nico?
Alright, thank you.
Blast Nico. Oh, alright, calm.
Okay, number 3. Stan, why do you think that no one likes you? Oh, sorry. I was reading from the wrong. Okay.
So,
What is your favourite radio station and why?
my favourite radio station, BBC Radio and Extra, because big up the brothers, the Carnival brothers. I like to listen to that last year. I was listening to the Carnival all year. All year, baby. Let's go. I've got a bit of garlic dip on my shorts, but I do love a good bit of BBC Radio and Extra. Huh? Oh.
Miller,
The brothers.
Yeah?
what's your favourite radio station and why?
Right, Heart. There's Amanda Holden's on it and she's really attractive.
Damn, son.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. It's not like you see her face, but fair enough.
Yeah, but I've seen her on Britain's Got Talent.
Do you like the sound of her voice?
Number 4. Do you think that the BBC is still relevant or even necessary? Stan,
The BBC.
would you
Corrupt.
stop
They're
swearing?
corrupt. That's what it is. It's corrupt.
Keep it corrupt.
Corrupt FM.
Corrupt FM. But
Okay.
no, seriously, BBC, no rates, because they only tell you what they want you to hear. With news and stuff like that. Like, they wouldn't talk about stuff that they shouldn't talk about. They wouldn't talk about stuff that they shouldn't talk
We've
about.
got a conspiracy theorist, okay, Miller.
This is what happens, man.
BBC's good because it has no adverts, no advertisements.
But who?
Means
What do you
more-
think?
But you do have to pay for it.
Yeah,
But-
TV license.
Yeah,
Everyone pays
but
a TV license.
theoretically, BBC is so boring. Nothing that
No,
entertains me.
no.
I love watching the football on there. I'll admit
I would
that.
disagree.
Maybe
disagree.
a bit
Match of
of
the day.
Davey Attenborough, but that's about it.
I would disagree. There's a good shows on the BBC sometimes.
Such as?
Looper's
Go on.
good. Looper's good.
Nah, I hate Luther.
Do you like any shows on the BBC?
Corrupt FM. People don't do nothing.
Corrupt FM, yeah.
People just do nothing from the BBC.
Yeah, but that's one good thing the BBC produced.
Okay.
What else
Okay.
they produce? Country File. Who
Okay.
watches that?
We'll move
This
on.
country,
We'll
this
move on.
country, this country.
We'll move on.
Boring.
We'll move on. Okay.
Please.
Stan,
What?
off the top of your head, If you could have one different guest on the show right now, replacing your partner here, who would it be and why?
I'll replace you, you d***.
Right now. Oh, that's a good question. I would probably have.
Oh, right.
If he was to start getting rude away.
Sorry for whoever's listening. I'm just going to have to cut out that last answer because it was just completely disturbing and inappropriate. Why would you say that?
You're
Disgusting.
What the hell?
Miller, what about you? Can we have a better answer, please?
I'll probably say Stoop will do it because
Oh, legend.
he's the only person that can double barrel beers, and he actually wants triple barrel beers with Post Malone, which is pretty impressive.
Okay.
Where's the
Miller,
cookies?
what is appealing about the radio? If there's nothing about it for you, try to put yourself in someone else's shoes who would enjoy listening. Okay, just shush. Sorry. Stan?
You didn't say you were going to be a d*** to us. Fucking hell.
Stan?
What did you say, question again? What do I like about radio?
What is appealing about the radio? If there's nothing about it to you, put
When I'm-
yourself in someone else's shoes.
When I'm practicing driving, I like pulling up next to a hot school mum basically, and I pull up to next to her, and if she listens to the same radio as me, I look over to
This
her.
is
and
a
I-
family show.
Yeah, I look. Yeah,
So attractive.
I look over to her, an attractive older lady. I look over to her and I like put the window down and like I'm pretend to like mouth the words that she knows, so she knows that we listen to the same radio. And I start dancing, like start looking over her and laughing and stuff. And she gets in the vibe. And I got a number last time.
So you're trying to say that the radio
gets me
for
women.
you is the form of communication with women that would normally be hard for you to break the ice, yeah? Number 7. I've got a listener here from a previous episode asking a question for the both of you. Right, here we go. So, Archie Elliott, 42, wants to ask...
This guy is a mom. I know that for a fact.
Before I already be deluded. He's a
Could you
deluded.
please just... Okay.
He's got problems.
He's written here, he wants to ask you whether you prefer listening to radio or podcasts, but he's also written here in bold, is it okay to kiss cats? Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but if you'd like to answer the first question.
Archie Elliott kisses cats. I like the Joe Rogan Experience.
Mm-hmm.
I am a very, recently I'm a very aggressive person
Yeah.
in the day-to-day life. I'd say I don't look for trouble, but trouble comes to me, and I'm a rebel to society.
And does Joe calm you down?
And listening to a podcast and like seeing life from other people's perspective, especially Joe Rogan, it makes me think, hang on, I do not have to be an aggressive person. He's here, and he commentates on UFC fights.
Yeah, he does all sorts of fighting and martial arts, but he's not aggressive.
No,
He's
exactly.
a smart guy.
And I would like to be like him. And he's made a living, killing off of that.
Good answer. Miller, radios or podcasts?
Not a fan of either, in all honesty.
No?
No.
You prefer the visual?
I prefer visual. I like watching the United Stand with Mark Goldbridge.
Mark Goldbridge, he's a good entertainer.
You bloody idiot!
He knows what he's talking about. Great analogies.
Yep, I can agree with you on that. Sometimes he does get a bit carried away, but we'll move on. Overall, I personally think that radio will fade out of existence in the near future with
Easily.
the introduction of podcasts and almost all cars allowing you to play your own music.
Yeah, man.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, thanks everyone for listening. Thank you two for coming in.
No problem.
Baker out.
I've been your favourite host, Ben Harris, speaking with a special guest today, Will Miller. Goodbye.
Oh,